Good afternoon, John. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Hey mate, just doing a quick video tour on our 2021 Subaru Forester with only a bit over 20,000 kilometers sitting on the clock. This thing is an absolute glamour. Cannot wait to take you through it. As I mentioned, obviously, mate, we are at Pacific Toyota, so we're located up here in Cairns. Mate, I'm at 235 Mulgrave Road, and as you can see, we are absolutely busting at the seams at the moment. So I'm currently, like we said over the phone, we're actually lucky enough to be the second largest pre-owned yard for Toyota in all of Australia. So we turn over a bit over 200 vehicles a month, and like I said, we freight about 80 to 90 of them as well. So you can see my Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there, all the service departments down the road, and we've got another yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well, just because we simply don't fit them all on the one location. So this thing is front and center, and like I said, an absolute glamour. Full service history as well, of course. And mate, an absolute bargain at the moment of $37,990 drive away. Just got reduced this morning, and like I said, we just don't have the room to be storing them, so they're moving them quickly. So mate, that $37,990 of course is drive away, so it's your stamp duties, it's your transfers, it's the whole works all included. Obviously, like I said, no chips or cracks or anything across the windscreen there either. You know, this beautiful graphite color, just a little bit of dust, obviously that's just dirt. The unfortunate of being under the shade sails, they do build up with a little bit of dirt, so we get them re-detailed before we send them back out to you as well. So you got that beautiful graphite colour across the front there. We got little daytime running lights as well, so as soon as you start up the car, those LEDs are going to be on full time as well. Looking very tight across the front here, just a couple of little stone chips just there in the plastic there as well. Just those kind of common ones that you always get across the front. Looking very tidy across the rest of the bonnet, sort of struggling to see anything else. And just down the driver's side here for you too. Obviously being the premium, we've got these beautiful alloy, black and silver alloy wheels. That one's looking very tidy. Obviously stacks of tread left there too, so you can see the little indicators there as well. So absolutely miles left on that. I just want to tilt these out so you can see yourself through the suspension, through the shockies and that. Looking very tidy. Across the front here as well, same thing. So a little camera there as well, so we got those. I'll show you how that all works once we jump inside the car. And again, just a little hairline mark there. That one's coming off of my finger, but just a little hairline one there. And again, down to the passenger side, front wheels again, looking fantastic there too. And again, through the wishbone, through the shockies, everything. So no rust or anything through there. We obviously don't touch cars that have been through any of that kind of stuff. We're pretty picky about what we get. Another little camera under there. So again, I'll show you how that works once we jump in. Across the roof there too. Now these windows aren't actually tinted, mate. That is just privacy glass. So it's just literally dark glass on the back. But we can do the window tinting in-house for you if that's something you want to look at. We can have it all done before it goes. Alright, so the only markers I could really feel were just on this passenger side. So we've got the hairline one there, which, to be honest with you, that's coming off of my finger. Never mind, that's all coming off. Keyless entry on this front door, so both the driver and the passenger. Obviously push that, locks the car. As soon as we come back away, put the hands on the inside, it's going to unlock that for us as well. Again, very tidy through here with obviously the black with the white stitching. It's all just coming off. Electric windows obviously the whole way around. Genuine Subaru mats here, the rubber ones there too. All that kind of stuff we just leave in the car for you. And it's very tidy across the dash there as well. See the partial leather and cloth seats for these guys in the premium. And that lighter interior across the top there too. Now all your logbooks, all the manuals, everything's all on the inside here for you too. So again, like I said, we full service history, and this one was actually a locally owned here in Cairns, so we traded it. So just skip to the good stuff. Here we go. So first service down originally at 2,800 kilometers here at Trinity Auto in Cairns. They're the Subaru dealer here in 2022. So next one, 2022, end of the year at 14,000 Ks. Again, same place. And then obviously us as well. So in September when we first purchased the vehicle at 21,000 kilometers and a half of these at Pacific Hino. So that's our workshop there. So full service history there. Absolutely perfect. Again, just down through the last passenger door, obviously. So here there is a little hairline mark just there and there. too bad. Inside of that one as well. All that's just from when they do the armor roll on these seals. So it's just a bit of spray from that. It's just coming straight off. I love that armor roll when they're cleaning them, tell you what. So we got the rear mats again. Obviously a couple of USB chargers here in the back as well. Obviously two different amounts of storage through there. Little arguments separate in the middle with the cup holders. And the seats. So a 60-40 split with these guys. So that's the 40%, that's the 60. And we got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points going across those guys as well. The rear cargo mat in the back there too. There's that little blind there as well. We've got the drop down handles the whole way around. And adjustable seat belts in the front row as well for the driver and the passenger. So roof rails going all the way down to the back here again. Just one little hairline mark there, and a very tidy wheel on this side as well. Stacks of tread through there too. Now with this one as well, so obviously being a private owner, that's what the we love the private stuff, because obviously people look after their own cars a little bit better than the work ones. So two genuine Subaru keys with this, so obviously central locking, so that one works perfect, and so does that. I also got the option to open the boot from here as well, so you simply hold that down and it's going to open that up for us. So you got a button on the inside that'll do that too, and of course as soon as you unlock the actual boot itself from back here, it'll do the same thing as well. So you got the genuine Subaru mat here, plenty of storage underneath there as well. All the tools around the outside, and under there, the rest of the jack and tools. A full size wheel there too, which has never been used. Back into place. And then we've got tie down points all through the back here. These guys are always good for groceries and that kind of thing. You do have these little levers, so you can actually pop that seat down. So as we push that, it's going to push those forward. So from the back here, so it makes it a little bit easier if you're trying to put bigger stuff through the back. And obviously the shade sail, blind sail there as well, which is removable. You simply just pull that out and it'll pop out of place as well. And obviously got the little, exactly the same thing over the that side, except we've got the accessory plug there too. So if you've got fridges, any of that kind of stuff. Tiny little couple little minor sort of luggage marks through there. Obviously from people just resting stuff as they put them in, but not too bad. Rear parking sensors all across the back there as well. And like I said, we just simply just push that button. You push that one, it's going to do the same thing, except it'll just lock it on you as well. And down the driver's side here. Fuel inlets on the driver's side here as well. And just through that last wheel. Locked us out, that's right. Child locks on both these rear doors. And again, like I said, they just all click back into place for you. That seatbelt does release from the bottom there, so if it is in the way and you want something bigger through here, you can actually release that and tuck it back into that little slot up in the roof there too. So the seatbelt will stay totally out of your way. That's all just a little bit of dust. Tiny little hairline ones there. And finally just down the rest of the driver's side here for you too. So we're going to jump in. We'll start it up for you as well. So master controls over this side. We've got the window locks, window controls, central locking, the ability to tuck those mirrors in like that. And obviously back out as well. And of course all the mirror controls just here for you too. A couple tiny little bits of scuffing just there on the actual plastic, obviously just people catching their shoes and that kind of thing. And like I said, a little bit of dust on that floor mat as we do run the cars around, and it has been for a test drive already, a couple of test drives already. Electric adjustments for the driver's seat here, so we've got the full works on the electric side, up, down, back and forth, all that kind of thing. We've got the bonnet release just down here. I'll pop that because I do want to show you under there before we finish up. So simply foot on the brake, push that one in. Close that door. Alrighty. So, as it sits right now, 21,585 kilometres. No engine lights or dash lights or anything like that. Of course, we just got the handbrake on. I'm not wearing a seatbelt. And of course, got the fuel light there too, so I'm sure we can probably sneak some in there for you before it heads down. Like I said, not due for a service till about 32,000 Ks or August next year as well. Incredibly tidy up through the dash here, so you've got a whole bunch of different systems here. So we've got the main one down the bottom, so we can sit there and we can flick between the different menus and everything like that. Obviously going between your average fuels, I'll just move that little menu for you. So you can change all your little trip meters, all that kind of stuff down the bottom there too. So you can odometer, little A and B meters, all that sort of stuff from up here behind the steering wheel. Cruise controls all up on the right hand side there for you too, and all the radio, volume, everything like that from the top, controlled from here as well. So we can go between your different sat navigations, whatever's playing on the radio. There's about 8 different menus there, so all, again, the average fuels, all that sort of stuff. Everything from all the safety, get that camera in so you can see it. All the safety systems and everything there as well. So all controlled from up here on the steering wheel as well. You've got paddle shifts behind there, so that shift down the gears, shift up the gears. Headlights are all up on the right. They've got the automatic settings for those guys, and all your wipers on the left, they've got automatic settings for both of them as well. Down the right hand side, so we've got the brightness settings for the obviously the screens. You can actually change the height on and the memory on the tailgate of where it opens. So if you've got a garage at home and it's a little bit low, you can actually change the height on this so it doesn't hit the garage every time you open it. All your safety settings, again, you can open and close that from here. But all the rest of your safety stuff, so with all your forward collisions, all your blind spots, everything all controlled from down here. The auto start stops, the whole works. They give you a couple of little blank switches all around the joint, so if you want to put in like light bars or any of that kind of stuff yourself, you don't have to go drilling holes in anything. And of course we've got a little memory settings over there too. So his and hers, so I love this. My partner's got this in her car. She's a little bit shorter than I am. And yeah, you can basically save your own settings there, so there's no arguments every time you jump in and out of the car. Little reverse camera tucked in the back, so as soon as we chuck it into reverse, you can see that little camera there as well. So that sensors are showing us exactly where that car is, and the points of it that are closer and obviously further away. And of course with a little blind spot monitor there too. So just an example. So they flash on the mirrors to show you exactly somebody is in your blind spot and not to go reversing into them or driving into them. As soon as we chuck that back in park, you can actually go back to those cameras with this little button here. That's going to open it up on that little small screen, give you those little side cameras, the rear cameras. Obviously the back ones, the ones that are there. So the whole works, all controlled from the front. So you got that little front camera that I was talking about before. That's showing those ones up there. So you can control it all yourself from down here at any time. We've got heated seats, we've got the different, obviously your normal mode and your X mode for any like off-road driving that you want to do in this as well, being the all-wheel drive. Electric handbrake, you do have an auto vehicle hold there too, so that'll actually hold the car in place while you're in drive. So really good for construction sites and stuff like that, so you don't get a sore foot. Plenty of storage through the inside here. Obviously little recesses so you don't go chomping your cords or anything like that as well. Plenty of storage down the bottom there too. Aircon controls, so his and hers again. So we've got totally independent climate control. So the left side of the car is totally independent to the right. This will have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the whole works too. So you can jump straight into the radio side of things like we are here, AM, FM, Bluetooth. The maps you can jump into as well. Otherwise you can use your phones with Apple and Android Auto there as well. Otherwise the media side of things, so Bluetooth, USB, all that kind of stuff through there too. So literally got the whole works. Otherwise this little home button's going to bring you there, and you can jump into all your own settings and all that kind of stuff as well. I think that's pretty much everything through the inside here. So I did put that bonnet, so I will quickly just show you under that one before we finish up. So I just dragged on a little bit. Like I said, there's an absolute stack of features and wanted to get through as much as we could. So that's just beeping to let me know that I got the keys in my pocket and the car is still running, so you don't forget. The inside there, looking very tidy, little battery on the side there. Again, obviously 2.5 litre Subaru motor. Place everything at the back there. Incredibly quiet as well. So thank you again, Joe, for your inquiry, and mate, cannot wait to hear feedback. So